And so yeah, like nobody wants to be Job, but everybody loves Job's story. And something that I've realized is that I've been so afraid of like making videos, live videos, because I wanted to be seen as like somebody who's doing well and who's absolutely not fucking struggling. And the truth is I am, but it's not in vain. You know, like that's the whole point, and that's the reason that I'm being so obedient, is because none of this is in vain. And everything is for the glory of God. Like if I wasn't doing the things that I was doing, I would not be put in these, I'm blushing, but in these positions, and I wouldn't learn these lessons, and people wouldn't have to see me in this way. But it's because I am in this position and people view me this way, and because I have a clear vision of where I'm going, of what I'm supposed to do, that it kind of brings some type of clarity and I guess peace with current circumstances, while also keeping my mind on the route that I'm supposed to be going to, like where I'm going. And it's just gonna be like a whole testament. Like I'm not supposed to wait until the thing happens for me to talk and share my story. I'm here to do the dang thing and show y'all while I'm in this process. And so yeah, I've been feeling this need to be more vocal and more authentic about my story. What I'm doing is not really approved by family members, or you know, and so it's actually very interesting because I wanted to withhold this persona that I actually have everything together and that I know what I'm doing. In a way, yes, I know what I'm doing, but also the circumstances in which I'm being put in are completely out of my comfort zone, and that is obviously for a reason. And I'm making sure that I'm making the most out of these humbling and uncomfortable situations. And actually, just in the span of this year of going out on a whim and going out to California, like we were really called to be in California, and every time I kept going back to my hometown, it was terrible. It was just like a constant, like, you're not supposed to be here, stop coming back here type of deal. And so the last time we went, it was very bold and clear in my face. And so we came out here. How did we come here? How did we make it for almost a year out here? By God's grace, and by some very, very good, blessed friends that we have. Honestly, I can't even say that we up and did this by ourselves. And yeah, it's because we didn't. It's really, really crazy, because the only way that I can explain it is it being God's will being done. Because had it not been for his will, nothing would have fallen into place the way that it has. Like, if you look back, it's like, it doesn't even make sense how all of these things have been able to happen. And it's only been able to happen because of the goodness of their hearts, but also because his will is being done. Like, these people were put in our lives for a reason, and yeah, we couldn't have done this without them. Another thing I want to say is that probably, most likely, had I been in more obedience with what God has wanted me to do, maybe all of this stuff might not have happened in such a way. But also, I feel like had it not happened in this way, I would not have been like cracked open, and to the point where like what I'm experiencing is way worse than the fear and all of the emotions that arise from me speaking and being vulnerable and being authentic and showing you guys who I really am. I feel like I post on Instagram and I post these like silly stories. Honestly, I laugh at my stories, okay? So I laugh at my stories, I laugh at my reels. It's like I want to be more open and I want to be more vocal, but at the same time I've just been hiding under these little posts, and it's hilarious. I really want y'all to see my personality and just see like everything that's going on and how things have shaped me from when it all started. It all started back when I met my lovely, handsome partner in 2019. A lot of things have been changing, and I'm a completely different person, and I continue to grow and change. And so yeah, like the way I handle things now as opposed to even a year ago, as opposed to even a couple months ago, has been so different. It's just like, had I not been put in these fucking terrible positions, it's like yes, obedience, yes, I've been doing what he says, but also a big part of that was being vocal about my choices and my lifestyle and what he has been telling me to do. And the reason also why I wasn't being vocal and active in that was because I was afraid of looking or being perceived a certain way. I wanted to withhold this image. And the problem with that is, if I do that, I am not being real and authentic about where I am, about who I am, and about who he is. And it's like, where's the glory? You know, where is the testament? Where is it like, oh, he did this, if I'm not showing y'all this right now? And so that's kind of like where I wanted to be served, because I was given this dream. I wanted to be served. I wanted to be put, I was like, okay, you gave me this vision, where it's at, you know? And I would just be like battling. And instead it's like, okay, you gave me this promise, let's work together and make it happen. But you know, like, I just wanted to cut the partnership and just get to the reward, and it's not gonna work like that, obviously, for a reason, for a good reason, because I wanted to be served, and in return I wasn't serving you guys, you know? I wasn't being, it's like, what am I doing this for? I'm doing it because I have a connection to him, but I'm also doing it because he wants to speak to others through me. And it's a very, very hard thing, because it's like, yes, everybody wants God to use them, but then nobody wants to spend like, what, fucking 30 years in jail or whatever that one guy was. I forget, I know his name, I forgot his name right now. And so Joseph, was it Joseph? And so yeah, like, nobody wants to be Job, but everybody loves Job's story. And so yeah, I wanted to be served and not serve. But here I am today, and the mindset has completely shifted to where I am allowing myself to be put in this situation where I'm broadcasting it to y'all, raw, real, authentic, just you being here with me, you in the car with me, okay? And we're gonna see where it goes. You're gonna see me grow, you're gonna see the change. I see it already, but it's just letting in that window of what's actually happening when you really have a connection with him, and when he really wants you to do something, you better fucking do it. Because he will like drag you, and I have been dragged. And I'll tell you what, I'm very stubborn, and I have put it off as long as I can. And I've trying to hide my kids, I've prolonged the situation as long as I can, to where I'm tired, and I'ma just do what I'm supposed to do. And here we are.